Hi, Dosbarth Profa. Our lesson today is going to help us write a story, and we're going to plan one today. So the learning objective today is to write a specific structure when writing, okay? And we're going to use a story mountain. That's the specific structure we're going to use, and it helps us plan our story. Now what I'm going to help you with today is to rewrite a known story. So the story we're going to look at today is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. It's one we all know when we've seen the films and we've read the books. And what we're going to use is a story mountain, and this is our mountain. And it starts with the opening, the build-up, the problem, the resolution and the ending. Now in the opening, we tend to say who the characters are, where the story is set. In our build-up, you give a little bit of background to the characters. What are they doing? Where have they been? In the problem, in our story, then what have they got to overcome? What's the matter that they have to try and solve a problem? The resolution is how did they solve the problem? What did they do? Okay, who helped them? Anybody help them? Okay, and then the ending, what happened to them in the end? Was it something exciting happened in the end? Was it a suspense, so we don't know what happened? That's up to you. So what we're going to do this morning is we're going to have a look at rewriting Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. So the first thing we need to look at is the opening. So what I would write in the opening box would be who's involved. Okay, so our main characters in our story would be Charlie himself, okay, Grandpa, who's his favourite grandpa, and who went with him on the visit. We have Mr. Wonka at the bottom, and it was set in a town, okay, and it was a cold, dark town, okay. Most of the people used to work at Willy Wonka's factory, but now they had been made redundant and they had nothing to do. In the build-up to the story, we can say that Willy Wonka created a competition for 5 visitors to come and see his chocolate factory. Okay, come and look inside. All over the world, everybody was extremely excited about the competition. The next one then would be the problem. What was Charlie's problem? Well, Charlie was poor. They didn't have a lot of money. If you remember, they ate a lot of cabbage soup. He lived with his mum and his dad and both sets of grandparents. There were 7 people living in his house. Dad didn't earn a lot, so therefore Charlie didn't have a lot of money to go out to buy enough chocolate to find the golden ticket. His resolution, what happened with Charlie, was extremely lucky, wasn't he? Charlie found some money on the street. He asked around if it was somebody's and nobody said it was. So he decided to go into the local shop and he bought a chocolate bar. He bought a Wonka bar, and really lucky for him, it was extremely lucky, he found the last golden ticket after the other 4 had gone. And in the ending, we can say that Charlie was one of 5 children, along with one other adult, and remember he took Grandpa with him, to go inside Mr. Wonka's chocolate factory. Okay, now that's a brief description of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and obviously we've only gone up to a certain point before he goes in the factory. Okay, but that's as simple as it needs to be. All right, how you're going to describe a story. So what you are going to do today, on the website, there is a link to the Literacy Shed, and it'll show you a video of a story called Girl and Robot. What I'd like you to do, have a look at that story, and then using the story map, you can draw one yourself, okay? Write the story back into the story map plan, all right? Make it basic, you can make it easy, you don't have to go into much detail, all right? You can write some simple sentences and even just names of the characters. Let's see how well you do with using a story mountain. Good luck, and look forward to seeing them soon.